Welcome to Eurogoals 1-to-1. After visiting Fernando Torres and Cristiano Ronaldo in recent weeks, it's time to meet Barcelona prodigy Lionel Messi. Despite a season in 2007-2008 without a title with his club, Leo finished second in the FIFA Player of the Year awards for the second straight year. Also second in the Ballon d'Or. With Argentina, he won the Olympic gold. He's getting used to being considered the new Maradona. You're having a great season with your club. Do you think it's the best season of your life, and do you think you're in the best shape?
I don't know, thanks God. I'm in very good shape at the moment, and I believe Barca are having a very big season, but there's still a long time to go before the end of all the competitions. I hope we keep on doing as well as we have been and we win some titles.
Few can doubt at the moment that Barcelona are among the best teams in Europe. They play attractive football with an enviable attacking trio of Leo, and Thierry Henry and Samuel Eto'o. In the Liga, they've managed to break Real Madrid's record, completing 50 points after the first part of the league.
I think with the football we've shown on the pitch, we're one of the teams playing the best game at the moment. With Manchester United, they also play great football and they're very pleasant to watch. And it's that kind of team.
How do you explain exactly why Barca is so strong this season? What's changed?
I don't know what's changed. I think when a new coach arrives, he comes with a new way of thinking. From the beginning, he tried to pass on to us his ideas. The new players came in and they were very well motivated. And I think we wanted to break with the last couple of years in which we'd managed not to win anything. And we wanted to bring some joy back to Barcelona that we'd lost after the 2 difficult years without winning any titles.
And do you think that's the reason why you didn't win the Ballon d'Or or the FIFA Player of the Year award?
No. The truth is that I was expecting that situation. I knew that Cristiano had achieved a great season and he'd won many things and important titles. He was important for his team, and I think he won everything, and I think he deserved it.
With the contract renegotiated this season, Leo is now the best ever Barca paid player. In a dressing room full of stars, Pep Guardiola has changed his role. He makes you play more up front, he gives you more the role of a leader. Is it the mark of confidence he has in you?
Well, I think the whole team is happy with his way of working, and we all have an important and key role to play. Personally, he says to me to play more up the front than I did in previous years and to be more decisive. And that also is a reason why, in my opinion, that I've been able to score more goals this season.
And what does the number 10 jersey mean for you?
Well, that's a beautiful thing because of the history of the jersey, and also because not so long ago it belonged to a great friend of mine who gave many things to this club and who did important things with it.
That man, Ronaldinho, is Leo's best friend in the dressing room, a kind of big brother. We have a question on our website, eurosport.com, coming from Bad Boys from the UK. With which Barca player do you have the best working relationship?
Oh, with which Barca player? Well, I've got very good relationships with everyone in the dressing room. They're all very nice human beings. It's a great group. Maybe Silvinho. I've known him since I first trained with the pros in the team, and he's helped me a lot. And at this moment, I believe, I guess he's the one I'm closest to.
Well, Leo could be heading for success in La Liga this season. Real Madrid dominant over the last 2 years, of course. But there's also the dream of winning the Champions League. It was a competition that Leo first discovered 4 years ago. Do you remember your first Champions League match?
My first Champions League match? No idea. Oh, maybe against Shakhtar, was it? No? When I was 17?
Well, which memories do you have? Special feeling?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I remember it was very cold, and we had a lot of young players out there, and we lost there.
Indeed, defeat for Barcelona, 2-0. It was the only game played by Leo in season 2004-2005. Do you remember your first goal in the Champions League?
My first goal? Olympiacos? No?
Panathinaikos.
Oh yeah, Panathinaikos. Yeah, on our pitch, and we won 5-0.
Messi scored the third goal of that match, but despite a good start with his goal at the Nou Camp, the 2005-2006 season was not so good for him personally.
Esta fue la primera.
Oh, this was the first injury against Chelsea. Well, it was a horrible moment for me because I was in really good shape, and it was the second leg, and in the first leg it all went well and we won away, but well, it was something that happened to me really for the first time, and well, I didn't really know what was happening at the time.
Well, that was in March. Leo wasn't able to recover in time to play in the final. Barca went all the way. They were one down against Arsenal, but Samuel Eto'o levelled things up, and Giuliano Belletti scored the winning goal that offered Barcelona only their second Champions League title. What memories do you have of Paris?
Well, it's a strange memory. Beautiful in one way because we finally managed to win the competition after so many years, and so there was great joy for everybody, and it was really special. But at the same time it was bad because I couldn't play. I missed, you know, the most important moments of the great competition of the Champions League.
There was more bad luck 2 years later. Leo injured again against Celtic. He left the pitch that night in tears. People talk a lot about your injuries. They maybe could be linked with your growth problems as a child. What do you think?
No, I think it happened because it had to happen. The first injury as well as the second one. These things happened. It had nothing to do with the treatment that I'd had.
And how did you deal with these difficult moments?
Well, it's easy. You just got to get on with it. It didn't stop me doing the things that I like to do, and I got used to it. Every night I knew that I had to do the same treatment. It became a regular thing, a habit, and I had no problem with it.
And is it true that your grandmother was decisive in the fact that you became a footballer?
Well, in a game, it was with an older age class and there was one boy missing, and my granny asked the coach to let me play and to replace the missing player. The coach at first said he didn't want me to play because I was too small, but well, in the end I kept on going, and it went very well, and that's how I really started playing football.
You were 5 years old?
4 or 5.
You played against children who were 12, is that right?
Yeah, at the time there was no age class for my age, and I hadn't really started to play proper football, so they were all much older.
With Argentina, Leo won his first title in 2005. It was the Under-20 World Cup, and Lionel Messi scored the 2 winning goals in the final.
Yeah, this is a very important moment in my football career. One of the happiest moments. We were a really good group, and we really enjoyed being with each other. And that's probably the reason why I've got such beautiful memories.
Which memories do you have from your first game with the senior team?
No, it's a very bad memory, very bad, because I came on the pitch and I got sent off straight away for a strange thing, so it's a bitter memory.
Well, this was August 2005, and Argentina playing the friendly against Hungary. Just 47 seconds after he was brought on, he was sent off. A strange debut. Your first game as a starter against Peru?
Well, that's a very beautiful memory because it was in Argentina and on the River place, a place where I'd never played. I'd never played in Argentina. Being able to do it with the national team in a World Cup qualifying game, well, it meant an awful lot to me.
He was injured again, Messi. In the World Cup of 2006, you were on the bench most of the time. That must have been a big disappointment.
Yeah, there was disappointment, but I was angry as well because you always want to play, and obviously you think that you can bring something. I also lived the World Cup like any other Argentinian and appreciated the football played by Argentina, And then I lived in the disappointment to be beaten by Germany because, well, I just didn't think that we deserved it.
And what about this picture here? What does the Olympic title represent for you?
It's very special because it'd been tough for me to be there at the Olympic Games after all the long-running story between my club and the Olympic Federation and the decision of the club to let me go or not. And finally, at the last moment, they said I could go, and being able to go back to Barcelona with the medal, that was really, really very important for me.
Well, after overcoming his friend Ronaldinho in the semi-finals in Beijing, Leo faced Nigeria, as in the final of the Under-20 World Cup. Argentina won by 1-0 thanks to Angel Di Maria. It's the second goal for Argentina after the Olympic title won in 2004 in Athens. And what do you remember from the competition?
Well, personally, I believe it was a very good competition. It gave me some incredible experiences because of everything I've been through. And on a football level, I'm very satisfied and happy with what I've been able to achieve.
With 4 assists and 2 goals, Leo had a wonderful competition. Without surprise, he was voted player of the tournament. Let's talk about the national team. How did you cope with the change of coach?
It was hard because of what happened, because there were a lot of incorrect things said. For example, that I had said bad things about the coach to make him leave, but that wasn't true. But it was nice on the other hand because Maradona arrived, and I believe it's a wonderful experience for us players to be associated with him.
When Alfio Basile resigned last October, the dream of the whole country seemed to come true. The idol of all of Argentina, Diego Maradona, was called in to replace him. And Maradona was your idol when you were a child, is that right?
Yeah, I've always said that. I think that for every Argentinian, Maradona is the idol for the whole country because of what he was able to achieve and what a great player he was.
And you often compared to him, especially after those goals against Getafe and Espanyol. Does that bother you?
No, to the contrary. I'm honoured. I've always said that Maradona, there is only one Maradona and there'll be no other like him. Well, me, I just try and keep on growing, getting better, and say to myself, stay true to myself. And I repeat, Diego is the best player in the history of the game, and there will be none other like him.
Remember that bizarre resemblance to Maradona's famous goal against England that Leo scored in the 2007 Copa del Rey against Getafe. And do you think that comparison has been exaggerated?
Well, maybe the action, the build-up and the goal are similar, but it was a totally different situation. He scored in a World Cup, I did it in the Copa del Rey game. But okay, yeah, the actions do look like each other.
And don't you have the impression that the media are trying to create a dynamic between the two of you?
Yeah, I think that's so, especially the media in Argentina. They say, I don't know why, but they say that we don't get on with each other. I was never angry or upset with Maradona, and I don't think he's ever been so with me. He always talks to me about what's best for my football, and all of the stories about us not getting on are simply untrue.
Well, surely Messi will flourish under the tutelage of Maradona. Maybe one day he'll replace him as the idol of the football world. That's what Real Madrid think. Barca's big rivals are dreaming of Messi for next season. €150 million bid has been bandied about. But Lionel thinks his future is with Barca. Can you imagine playing one day at another club?
No, I've always said that I will stay with Barcelona forever because I feel so happy here and because the affection that people give me every time I go out onto the pitch.
Coming soon on Eurogoals 1-to-1, we speak to the main man, Ballon d'Or winner and FIFA Player of the Year, Cristiano Ronaldo. That's in 2 weeks.